Oi! Another devlog. I don't think I need these. I've just finished recording the video that I probably uploaded a few days prior to this video. And that's the video about when to start over or push forward with your game. I think I quickly mentioned my own game, and then I'm going to talk about some decisions that I've made. Here we are. That's this video. It's almost like I can predict the future. It's amazing. Let's dive straight into the video. Code! Lots of code. Yeah, I've restarted my game. The thing that I told you not to do in the previous video. No, not really. I didn't really restart. I'm going to reuse so many things, obviously. But I did make some fundamental choices about my game. Mainly the design, the orthographic camera versus the perspective camera. For those who don't have an idea what I'm talking about, this is the game that I've been working on and that I've been showing to you for the last couple of months, a year or so. And don't get me wrong, I don't dislike it. I'm proud of it, actually. It looks pretty good for a first, attempt of creating a game. But there are a few things that bother me. While it's pretty and I will definitely reuse all these assets and models and the overall design of our little green dude, I don't really like the hybrid look and feel of having 3D low poly objects combined with pixel art, having to make decisions about when am I going to make something in pixels and when it's going to be an object. For example, the fishing rod here and the little tree stump. It's not completely what I envisioned. And this is super subjective. I think there's a big chance that many of you guys in the comment section will prefer this style over the thing that I will be showing you next. But that's also because I feel like I see the potential of the other style, and I'm nowhere near the result that I think I can achieve with a bit more flat game. I think many months ago I made some concept art of how I envisioned the game. It's this screenshot. With the power of editing, I can probably find it. And I still think this is super pretty. It's a bit more retro. It's a bit more simplistic. And before I'm going to tell you all about the choices I made and why I am switching over to a more orthographic camera, let me just show you what I've got so far. A couple of weeks ago, I went on a holiday with my family. We went to Belgium. Yeah, it was Belgium. It was just on the border of the Netherlands and Belgium. And I couldn't really work on my project file, the main project file, because of some issues with my laptop. So I was forced to work on other things. I mainly wanted to give this alternative style, a more flat style, a good chance. So that's what I did. I worked on that. Also, I worked on something completely useless, splash screen manager. I made a splash screen manager right over here that's able to load in different scenes, splash screens in front of your game with nice fades. And those fades are also on a global level, so I can implement those fades at any time now. Probably I shouldn't have wasted so much time on splash screens, but you see those screens and they flip through each other. I can also skip them by pressing spacebar. Completely unnecessary in the phase where I'm in, but I had some fun with creating splash screens. Sue me, all right? And after that, I worked on my Blender skills. I made this island. It's pretty cool. It even has this windmill. It's super low poly, and the idea was to load this into Godot, but then pixelate it. So I want to go for this uniform, completely pixelated style. I don't want this hybrid anymore. So that was the goal. So I did exactly that. I created a title screen. It's the first scene of the game where you get to pick start game, quit, options, multiplayer, and so on. So I had this idea of this peaceful island in the background with the buttons at the left side. Some birds flying in the sky, like a nice backdrop of a sunrise. So I started working on that. I imported the island. I added some vegetation to it based on the pixel art that I previously made. The island itself looks this way because of story reasons, something I'm not going to spoil just yet, but there's a reason for the duality of the way the left side versus the right side looks. And without further ado, let's play the game, or at least show the title screen. You've got some splash screens that I'm going to skip. And then you've got this. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it great? Isn't it wonderful? Yeah, I think it looks super cool. It was also my first test of how the game could potentially look if it's more flat, because this is completely orthographic. There's no depth going on here. It's completely flat. And you can say new game, and then there's like this loading screen with the name of the level, and then you've got this test scene. So yeah, I pretty much started over. This thing doesn't even work yet. It's just a way of me to test out different shapes. How does it look when you animate it? I'm testing out the shadows and the shading and the highlights that you see right over here. I will be making tutorials about how you can pixelate your game. There are many ways to do it. You can do it via post-processing with different shaders, but you can also just upscale your game, like literally make everything bigger. So yeah, why did I pick this style? There are multiple reasons. I'm not too good of a pixel artist. I'm good enough to create characters and to create little objects, but in no way I can pixel art this island over here. So I want to rely on Blender. But I don't like the low poly versus pixel art hybrid look and feel. You know, it looks amazing with games like Octopath Traveler or whatever the game is called, and you know, it's subjective, so it's also pretty, but I just don't see my game like that. I want a more unified style. I want to sacrifice a little depth perception for a more pixelated art style via upscaling or post-processing. There are other styles that I have in mind that also can work perfectly fine and that are still super pretty with perspective cameras. There are different hacks that you can apply. Like I mentioned in my previous video, Thomas, a member of Discord, made a very detailed video about it. And it's a possibility, but it also makes the scope way bigger. So for my first game, I want to make a bit more of a classic retro flat game. And if I ever get to make a sequel, I'm going to experiment with a more advanced style that truly makes a nice mixture between 2D and 3D. There's a way to do it, but it's just way more complicated. So is it perfect? No. Does it show potential? I think so. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I will be showing some gameplay footage soon, hopefully. I'm not completely sure what I'm going to show next because I will no longer be just working on things here and there. I'm going to make the actual game now. I'm going to start with the prologue scene, which is like this interactive cutscene, super advanced. So hopefully I can show you something soon, but maybe I need a little bit more time. But this is the moment where I'm going full production mode. So I'm very excited. I've got no idea how this will go, but you know, that's the beauty of this journey. Yeah, thank you for watching this video, and leave a like, say something nice in the comment section, and I see you guys around, all right? Bye.